when you think about all the obstacles and the trials and tribulations, you be want to say why me, and you be want to give up sometime when it do get tough. But if life was meant to be easy, friend, if life was easy, it would be bland as hell. You would not find joy in your life if it was so easy. You would get tired of it. You would have got bored if we didn't have loopholes and trials and tribulations. Yes, it might seem like the trials and tribulations suck. They do. But it's all part of the plan. What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Extra T on the Extra T Podcast Show, and I'm back with another message. Hey, family and friends. I'm your online bestie, Tasha, and I go by Sarita Bonita, okay, on all platforms. You get what I'm saying? Well, wherever I'm at. You know what I'm saying? I ain't on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? I know people been telling me, you know, my hometown, my neighborhood family, you know what I'm saying, told me, that they be seeing me on Facebook or whatever. That I ain't on Facebook, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if nobody posting nothing to me, but if they are, it might be somebody that, fuck with the kid, mess with the kid, or I don't know, it might be somebody stealing content, you know what I'm saying? You know how people get, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm mostly on TikTok. And you can find me on here, YouTube. You get what I'm saying? You ain't finna find me nowhere else. You know what I'm saying? TikTok and YouTube. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of like it that way. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people like, oh, if you want to grow, why you ain't got Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, woo-woo? Because I don't really care for all that. You get what I'm saying? The key ain't to be known. It's the key to get the messages out. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about getting all the money in the world, which you can, but when you were one person, you meant to do, like, I go out, I go off what my spirit tell me to go off of, and I know they gonna sound crazy. And when you follow your spirit, a lot of times it ain't gonna make sense to people in your life. It gonna look like you going back stuff crazy. And if you woke, you understand it. You get what I'm saying? When you walk in that path, friend, you don't know where you going. You just hoping for the best. But they always tell you prepare for the worst. And I know a lot of y'all, you probably been witnessing the worst. You get what I'm saying? Not gonna tell you that because let me tell you something. And like I told you, I don't even try to make godly content. But when I tell you, dude, play a major part in my life, I cannot take him out my story. Cause he play a major part in my story, friend. You get what I'm saying? That's part of my story. This your life is your story, friend. Everything you go through in life is to teach you, not to just hurt you. You get what I'm saying? I know it sucks when we in the midst of it. We don't understand it. And we want to get an ego. We want to point fingers. Well, if they do it, I'm going to do it. Well, you said that's evil twin. Evil twin, evil twin. Now you out here matching energies and now both of y'all out here looking crazy. Now you see why the police, I don't blame the police nowadays for domestic violence. They taking both. You both get the jacking, you're both going to jail. You get what I'm saying? And that's how it is in this life shit. Friend, my thing is, man, you got the option to deal with things if you want to or you don't. You get what I'm saying? And if you're trying to deal with something and something ain't trying to let you go, that's when you give it to the divine, friend. You get what I'm saying? Let me tell you something, friend. When you going through life stuff, man, it's a lot of things that gonna break your heart, but it gonna fix your vision, friend. You get what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. I've been a why me type chick for a while. I used to never like, I don't like being a victim, but I done sat in victimhood for some years, you know what I'm saying? For a while, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm looking at the situation. I'm just like, bro, like, what the fuck? What the freak? I mean, why me? Why me? You know what I'm saying? What the freak? You know what I'm saying? And back to what I was finna say before I get all the way deep in it. Remember I was telling you a lot of times I would bring divine in, even I'm not trying to make godly content, friend. I'm just telling you what's on my spirit and what really helped me with my journey. This is my life story. This is Tasha's life journey. This is my life story, friend. You know what I'm saying? This ain't meant to be everybody's story. This is mine. And you can either resonate with it. Some things gonna resonate with you, some ain't. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a deep person, friend. And I'm tired of pretending like I'm not no more. I'm deep as crap. That's why people can't understand me. It take a deep soul to be able to handle me, friend. It's layers and layers. And I'm not saying that because I feel like I'm just the only one. No, it's a lot of us. Humans in general is deep. I'm just not scared to explore mine. Some parts of it scary because I never went through it before. I never visited that part of myself. And if you keep on living life, you're going to get to it. That's why we go through what they say, every level is a new devil. But let me tell you back like why I say about the divine, right? The divine, I done had seasons in my life when God would destroy your whole entire life just to give you a new one. You think your life falling apart. You getting an ego, trying to piece it back together. You trying to piece that relationship back together. You trying to piece that friendship back together. You trying to stay at that job when God tell you that job ain't for you. Those people ain't for you. That lifestyle ain't for you. And when it ain't for you, it will keep on rejecting you. But you want to keep on sitting in victimhood because my thing is you want to stay in it so bad so you sit over there sitting around pouting because you ain't getting it, life ain't turning out the way you want it to. When it's more ways to live this life. Do you get what I'm saying? It's more than what you know. It's more than what you see. But you got to allow yourself to explore. I don't know if y'all ever seen the picture with Jesus when he had the little teddy bear behind his back, and then the big teddy bear behind his back, and the little girl had the little teddy bear in her hand. Sometimes the things we crying about is small, to a small thing to a giant. Do you get what I'm saying? When God closes one door, he give you another one. Let me tell you that again, friend. When God closes one door, he give you another one. So what you whining about? You better be grieving it and not sitting in it in your own blood. Stopping your own blessings and want to blame Tom, D, and Harry for it. Well, you need to blame yourself too, friend, because you're trying to make some work that ain't for you. And it's okay if it ain't for you. And I had to learn it. And I had to get out of my ego because sometimes I can be egotistical than a motherfucker too. Mug too. Excuse my French. I can be egotistical than a mug too. I also had narcissistic traits. And I didn't know it, but I did. You get what I'm saying? And I had to learn that being double standards get you hurt, baby. It get you messed off in life. And that's why life come in to humble you. Do you get what I'm saying? Life ain't meant to be, you're not meant to be prideful living life. You meant to live your life authentic, being authentic. You gonna mess up, okay, so what? Yeah, they played you, so what? And when I say that, I'm not being insensitive about it, friend. All I know is pain. But I also know joy. But if I'm so busy focusing on pain, how I'm going to ever look at the joy? And that's one thing that I see a lot in life. We focus on our pain more than we do our joy. You can have joy 90%, 75% of the time and have destruction 25% of the time. You focus on that 25%. And even if it's 50-50, okay, focus on the other 50. Because the other 50 focusing on that ain't getting you nowhere, friend. Yeah, your feelings are violent. But you need to tell yourself that. And stop lying to yourself like, oh, I don't care, I don't give a freak. And you mad, you getting an ego about it instead of you getting your heart and realizing, okay, well, this ain't for me. Okay, so maybe it's something else for me. If this ain't for me, that means something else for me. Do you get what I'm saying? I know you paint, you seeing the picture that I'm painting. Well, if you ain't see, let me give you this microphone. This microfied glass real quick. Come here, let me holler at you. Sometimes you so busy focusing on the destruction that you ain't seeing the new thing that's being built. If you get out of your own way, you will see it, friend. Because if you set that ego down, you able to see it. And the reason why you taking one step and getting knocked back down multiple flights is because your ego is too big. Your pride can't go. So you got a choice to choose. Your joy, your wish fulfillment, or your pride. Do you get what I'm saying? And I mean it with so much love, friend. But let me tell you something. This next chapter is on you. You can't lie like nobody else broke this up, friend. Because it's all about you now. And when I say lie, I'm not saying you lied any other time. No, we went through a lot of stuff. And that's one thing we got in common, friend. Is the pain. But we also have joy. And if you don't, why you haven't created it yet, friend? It ain't just a dollar sign. You don't put joy. You don't put a dollar sign on your joy. The joy starts within you first. Just like I told you, the soft girl era started with you first. You manifested. The reason why your manifestations ain't came in yet, because you ain't living the life yet. You supposed to be faithing it until you making it. What can you do to already put you up in that position so you can align yourself with it? If you too busy focusing on what you don't have and what's not for you, it ain't even yours. The stuff, the battle that you focusing on, it ain't even yours. It was always the Lord's. It came in to teach you, not to just hurt you, friend. Do you get what I'm saying? Even if I'm talking to myself tomorrow, do you get what I'm saying? It wasn't her just to hurt your feelings. Life don't work off like that. Life don't just revolve around us, friend. It's life. What did you learn from it? Because a lot of times when you had a humbling beginnings, when you had a hard past, when your childhood was hard because your life is a testimony. And you meant to make a living off of it. Do you get what I'm saying? Your life, when you get out of your ego and you get out of your own way, your life that pain gonna pay. That pain you already put to work in, and it's the pain. Now it's time for you to heal. You are not responsible for what happened to you, but you are responsible for your healing. Now you found the fault. Now find the solution. The solution is, okay, so what's next? That's how you bring your manifestations in. By being determined. Yeah, I already cried it out. So now what? I can't shed no more tears about this situation. So now what? I'm ready for whatever God got for me. Because I already went through the pain that I didn't deserve. And I might don't understand why I'm going through it, right? But I went through it for a reason. I'm ready to see that reason. So I can go on by my being or whatever at the end of that tunnel. The light at the end of the tunnel, friend. The reason why you ain't got to that light yet because you're too busy sitting in your own blood. You sitting in your pride. You sitting in your ego. If your feelings hurt, friend. Tell yourself that. If you hurt about certain things, This is your feelings. It's your life. Can't nobody tell you how to feel. Can't nobody tell you how to live your life. And I'm not trying to tell you live your life, friend. I'm how to live your life. But one thing, I'm going to be a good friend and tell you, you don't let pain stop you. You don't let your past dictate your future, friend. You don't let outside influences stop your shine. And I know that's more easy said than done, friend. Because I'm talking to me as well. Because when you destined for greatness, even if just in life, it don't matter what your greatness is. Your fulfillment and what success to you is going to always be different from the next person. You can't put a dollar sign on happiness. If money make you happy, then cool. Okay, why you could be turning that pain into power and making it money. What you doing? Because the life that you've been waiting on you. So both of y'all waiting. So who gonna make the first move? Because it ain't gonna fall in your lap. You gotta go to it. Love you, and I'm gonna talk to you later, friend.